Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Final Assessment podcast about evil. I'm Jean.
I'm Victoria.
Today, the season 3 finale, episode 10, The Demon of the End. The end of what?
I don't know. It's a demon and it's an end, so we're gonna see what kind of an end he's taking us to.
Yep.
Or she, because I'm sure demons can be male or female.
Well, we've already seen them be male and female.
Yeah, so,
Pick back up at the foot of the stairs.
Yes, we do.
Sister Andrea is praying over Monsignor's corpse.
David comes running in. He's not happy either.
Nope. They're taking Grace to the Vatican. She's not officially supposed to be in the United States anyway, so they might as well just get her out.
Yeah, they said her presence in the U.S. is unofficial,
Right.
so they have to take her to the Vatican to keep her safe.
Yeah. That's probably the best move anyway.
That probably is. That's where she should have been to start with.
Yeah.
Just bring David to her.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. She tells David not to stop what she's doing. They're going to come for you next.
Yes.
I mean, I was like, girl, not next. They've been doing it the whole time.
The entire time.
So here, Ignatius has come back. He is devastated.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Um,
And before Monsignor died, he said, tell Ignatius, I said, I love him.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Poor Ignatius. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's
very
sad.
upset.
The whole thing is sad.
It is very sad.
It's because we know we had that where we know that there was mutual affection. There's no indication that it had ever been consummated or anything. So it's just these men, and they even separate from each other because they knew that they didn't want to break their vows.
Yeah.
It's very sad. But anyway.
It's very sad.
Yeah. So Leland is in his apartment cleaning up. I mean,
it's like he's cleaning his clothes is what it looks like.
You have got to. I mean, I've got to say, I don't know. I can't think of too many villains that are this just fucking the loathing that they inspire. Because he's cleaning up all the blood and everything, and then he just goes to sleep like a baby.
Yeah, I mean, he's acting like none of it's nothing. It's not a thing.
Nothing. It's nothing. In the meantime, so Ignatius is basically stepping into Monsignor's role. He's ordered the trio. He's like, gotta get to work. Like, this is it. Here's your next case. And this Kristen's neighbor.
Yeah.
Who has maybe demons in their house.
There's something going on.
Something's in there. We'll find out. It's pretty funny. The neighbor's name is Sheila. They were kind of weird. This is the first time that Kristen and her have met. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the people that used to live there, that was the Amazon episode?
I think so.
Okay. But this is a new neighbor. They have not really talked before.
Sheila has spoken to Lynn, but none of the others.
Right. And it's so funny because it's kind of awkward talk because Sheila's like, I'm having this problem, and Kristen's coming in like a visit. She's like, oh, it's the same floor plan, but it's much cleaner than my house.
Yeah, she's like, how do you keep your walls this white? I can't do that in my house. And she touches the wall, and she was like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'd be like that too if my walls were that white.
I can tell you how the walls are kept white. People keeping their grubby hands off of them.
That's why I don't have white walls.
So the wall, okay. So where most of this is happening is like the wall that's actually adjacent to the hallway in Kristen's house, but they haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
Sheila has been getting blood out of the bathroom sink. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
But all the pipes are making noises.
And her son, he supposedly saw an eyeball pop up in the toilet.
Yes. We know we've seen an eyeball in the toilet before too.
Let us know if you've ever seen that.
I have never.
It's just not something that happens.
No. Okay, so Kristen now has to explain the toilet situation because Ben and Kristen are giving each other looks, and David notices.
Yeah, David's like, what is going on? What did I miss?
So they have to explain the toilet situation.
And that's when Ben finally comes clean about what he saw in the toilet before he left, which was the eyeball.
And Chris is like, you didn't want to tell me there was an eyeball in my toilet? Like,
Ben didn't think it was important for her to know. Like, you got an eyeball in your toilet. Come head out.
the look on David's face when Ben says he saw the eyeball in the toilet, he's like...
I know. I'm just like, she's like, you couldn't tell me out. And I'm thinking the whole time, what's he going to say? Hey, eyeball in the toilet, got something to do, catch you later.
Yeah, this is, you need a plumber for this.
Yeah.
So they're walking, so Kristen's going through the house and knocking around on the walls and stuff and trying to figure out what's going on here. She walks into the girls' room and the girls are there. They're getting ready to go. And she's like, because time to talk to Andy. She's like, nobody is talking to Daddy until you clean this room.
You got 30 minutes.
30 minutes. And in fairness, they actually get it done. So she's talking to Lynn about the new neighbor.
Yes.
They swear they're not making any noises. She's like, why would we do that? That doesn't even make sense. She thinks the neighbor is the one making the noises. As they have a daughter, Crystal, right? According to Lynn.
According to Lynn, her and Crystal have been talking.
Yes.
Through the vents.
Through the vents. So Kristen goes to the kitchen. She pulls out an Entenmann's coffee cake, puts it on a plate. Luckily, they hadn't eaten in it yet.
Yeah, she takes it next door. She's like, I hate that the first time I visit and see you and meet you is for the assessment, so I thought I'd be more neighborly and bring you a cake.
And she thinks it's blueberry. She's like, I think it's blueberry. I'm like,
yeah. I'm like, okay.
Thanks for this awesome thing I can't eat. Okay. She's talking about, hey, Lynn says she's been talking to Crystal through the vents, and she's like, who? I don't have a daughter.
Yeah, I just have a son.
Yeah. Maybe it's Johnny. I'm like, no, Johnny doesn't sound like Crystal at all. Those names are similar.
Yeah, they're not.
Okay. So, talking to Andy, Cheryl, everybody's talking to Andy up in the bedroom, and Cheryl comes in, and she appears flustered.
Yes.
And nervous.
Yes.
She's like, okay, what's going to happen here? Okay.
And it's not Andy they're talking to. Eddie answers the call for Andy on the computer.
Well, yeah, but we don't know that yet, right?
Yeah.
So then, yes, Cheryl walks in. She's looking wild. Then Eddie calls. Eddie answers the call. He's like, there was an avalanche on the north face. R3, I don't know what that means. I guess it's really bad because Kristen's like, what?
Yeah, because she starts crying immediately.
Yeah. And he's like, well, nothing's confirmed. And the girls are kind of blocking out Cheryl. So Cheryl comes in and the girls start whispering and they're blocking her out.
Yep.
Which is not something they have generally done.
No.
But this is definitely sister behavior, kind of closing the ranks like this.
Yes.
But anyway, Edward's in the meantime, he's like, well, tell your daughters that he's a hero because the girls are not there. Like, the girls aren't watching the call anymore.
Yeah, she rushed them out.
Yeah. And he's like, look, tell your daughters she's a hero and all that. And the girls start looking for Bumblebee Valley, for Leland and Bumblebee Valley. That's what they were whispering about. They have figured something out.
Yeah.
Cheryl's all out of sorts. But the girls get on Bumblebee Valley, right? And they start messaging Leland.
Yes.
And all of a sudden he pops up. Polly the pig pops up.
Yep.
And as he does, they hear the Polly the pig, they hear it on their iPad or their pad, and then they hear it from Kristen's computer in the other room.
Yeah.
So they realize
it's Leland.
It's Leland. They're putting it together now. They're trying to explain this to Cheryl and Kristen. And Cheryl's like warning Leland. She's like, Leland,
you fucked up.
You fucked up.
And him and Edward at that time, you can see they're carrying Andy's body.
Yeah, so they still got Andy in this leather sock thing, and they're trying to carry him out of this apartment, and Cheryl calls, and they're like, shit. So then they back up, and they're singing What's Wrong with the Kids Today.
Yeah. That was so funny they start singing that song.
Oh my God, that was so funny. The kids are too smart. These girls are too smart. So Kristen is explaining to David what has happened with Andy. Ben is there. Ben is basically keeping an eye on the girls, even though the girls are like, none of this is real. Like, this is all Leland. They're not worried. They don't know what's happened yet, but they know that Leland's got something to do with it.
And Kristen says she can't find anything on the avalanche.
There's nothing on the avalanche. She's
no news.
talked to her other climber friends. Nobody's heard anything.
Yeah.
This is a big avalanche. It sounds like a lot of people supposedly got wiped out. Nobody's heard anything.
Yeah.
But she wants David to pray for Andy. So David does pray for Andy. The Kristen demon is there at David's house, or to his little apartment there. She's also praying for Andy.
Praying for Andy's death.
Praying for Andy's death. Dead Andy. And she's like, Kristen needs a comforting priest.
And he's like, shut up. Go away.
Andrea hears David yelling at the demon here. She's like, okay, I guess I'm going to have to take care of this. So she'll take care of it in a different way.
Yes.
Not her usual way. Laura goes to Ben. Because Ben is kind of sitting like in the living room or whatever. Laura goes to him and she's like, we think that Leland has Dad.
Yes.
And she breaks it down. Everything about, we heard the game, like we know it was Leland. And
yeah.
Kristen, in the meantime, while all that is happening, Kristen is praying and she is making deals with God that she will immediately wish she had not. She's promising they'll start going to church again. She'll take them to Mass every Sunday.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're going to regret that, honey.
You sure are. But next morning, David's knocking on the door. And he's like, well, we're going to be working next door. Like, I understand if you don't want to come. She's like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the day off. I had a lot going on.
Yeah.
She's walking away from the door. There's another knock, and it's Andy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Andy, do the math, girl. So the night before, you got a call from his boss, or you talked to his boss, and just that day, he had gotten lost in an avalanche. He's in the Himalayas.
Yep.
If he had left at that moment from the Himalayas, he would not have possibly gotten back to the house by this time. It would have been impossible.
Okay.
Stop, Kristen. Stop and think. How the fuck did you get here?
I mean, I thought it seemed like it was mighty quick.
It was mighty quick. But nobody does the math. Nobody does the math. Andy himself has no memory of the avalanche. He's just like...
something about a brain or a head injury.
I guess he got a head injury, but he's like, I was just there, and then I was in JFK, and now I'm here.
Yep.
She's like, well, Edward told me last night that you were lost in the avalanche. They couldn't find you. He's upset about that. I'm like, well, that's... I mean, the fact that it's all bullshit is besides the point. Shouldn't your boss be telling your wife that you're lost? I mean, that's normal, right?
Yeah, I mean, his memory is totally spotty.
Yeah. But anyway, girls swarm him. It is, in fact, Thursday, the day that Grace said he was going to be back.
Yep.
In the kitchen, he spots Grace's drawing, and it seems to trigger something.
And he falls over.
And they take him. They're like, you're tired. You just...
you need to sleep.
You just climbed down a mountain, got to an airport in the middle of nowhere, flew literally all the way around the world in 8 hours. You must be exhausted.
So they put him to bed.
And Cheryl sees the drawing, Grace's drawing, and she's like, oh yeah, we can't do this. I guess she erases it.
She promptly erases it.
Promptly, yeah. Later on, Cheryl and Andy are having a love fest. Like, oh, hey, Andy, it's so good to see you. Oh, hey, Cheryl, it's so good to see you. And they hug.
I missed you so much. I can't believe you're back. I'm so happy.
And Kristen's like, ma'am,
what kind of bullshit is this?
What has happened to my husband and my mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very strange to Kristen. David is in his room again. Sexy Kristen is in the corner.
You get a knock on the door.
Knock. Sister Andrea with a mosquito net.
A mosquito net. Now, if you're living in a building, in a room where you don't open your windows, nothing really gets close to your room.
Well,
why would you need a mosquito net?
Well, and Andrea tells him later, it's a mosquito, because he's like, what the fuck is this? And she's just like, humor me. I mean,
Yep.
And she will tell him later, it's a demon to you. It's a mosquito to me. It's a mosquito.
It's a mosquito demon.
Yeah. So anyway, it christens that night.
But she does tell him, she's like, I don't know what it is to you, but to me it's the mosquito. And something about I don't know what it is to you, but to me it's mosquito. But if you don't take precautions, it's gonna suck you dry or something. It's gonna suck the life out of you.
Suck the life out of you. It's gonna suck something out of you. Okay. Anyway, we're back at Kristen's house that night. There's weird noises. Kristen follows them. Andy is the extension that they've been working on that has not gotten even close to finish yet. It's basically just in plastic. It's just the studs wrapped in plastic at this point.
Yeah.
And Andy's just kind of standing there, and he's like, I'm trapped. And you're like, that's weird.
Yeah.
And we look over, and there's some sheathing, like maybe the first 4 feet, there's like sheathing around the outside, and there's something written in there that you can't
really tell.
It's not English.
Yeah.
Except for one word. Or it's not really English, it's a name. But yeah, it's some strange language. So the next morning they call Andrea over. Andrea comes in. Okay. Sister Andrea comes in. She immediately, everywhere she goes in the house, she starts tidying up. And the first thing she does is she notices there's a crooked painting in the foyer. And Kristen's like, well, okay, the train goes overhead and it knocks it, kind of shakes everything. And it goes,
yes.
And she's like, okay, nice. And she just straightens it up.
Yeah.
They lead her into the extension, and she says, okay, so there's Greek and Aramaic and Cyrillic, and then her name, just Andrea.
Yep.
It's an excerpt from Revelation. So she starts looking around. She goes into the garage. Again, she walks in. There's a blanket on this couch, on the sofa, and she picks it up and folds it. Like, it's completely, you can tell it's like just completely subconscious. She just walks around straightening things. And she's looking around, and we see, it's almost cute. This little demon sleeping on the shelf. It's like a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this the Jim Croce demon?
I think so.
Okay. So I think this is the Jim Croce demon. So who knows? Who knows? She picks up a shovel. She starts beating the shit out of this thing. Something else crawls out of it. She starts beating the shit out of it. And Lynn comes in. She was like, I want to know about being a nun.
Yeah.
And Sister Andrea isn't like, hey, chick, I'm busy right now. She keeps steady talking to her.
Yeah. She's like, have you talked to your mom about this?
She's beating the floor with a shovel and just sitting talking to Lynn. And it's so funny because Lynn's like, she sees that something's going on, but she can't see the demons.
Yeah.
And she's like, can I help? And Andrea's like, may I help? No.
And then she makes her open the door for her so they can go into the house. So they're walking into the kitchen where yet another demon is.
It looks like the Ticka Ticka girl.
Yes.
And so she says sometimes being a nun is boring. Sometimes, like not all the times, but yeah, like I don't know, how did the Ticka Ticka girl get there?
I don't know.
I guess Kristen brought her home.
I'm guessing. But and from there she finds yet another one in the living room.
Well, yeah.
And there she sees George and a couple others.
But she doesn't. Lynn is having this conversation. But in the kitchen, Lynn's having this conversation with her. They dance around it, and so you don't have a clear answer, but I think you get the fact that this Ren guy we had a few episodes ago with the visiting Jack thing.
Yeah.
Part of the thing was like sleeping with a virgin. From this conversation, it seems like that might have actually happened.
Yes.
And he has not called her since.
Yes.
And Andrea kind of pegs it, but she tells her, don't. This is a thing that I think it's interesting because this is basically what Kristen told Cheryl. She's like, don't let them take your vision.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, interesting that a nun and a potential demon / witch have the same approach to men.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. And she gets done. She goes outside and...
There are demons all over this fucking house.
She tells David that she killed 4 and there was 6 more.
And they go running out the extension.
Yeah.
Yes, so it likens it to when you tent a house for vermin. And anybody that's ever lived in an apartment, okay, one apartment, you can't just spray one apartment.
You have to spray them all.
You have to spray them all, otherwise they're just going to move around from apartment to apartment. That's what she's getting at. That's what these things have done. They have moved.
You uninfestated one house to infestate another.
I think unfested is the word.
Unfested.
Yeah. So I think they went from Kristen's house to Sheila's house, and then they exorcised Sheila's house, and they went back to Kristen's house.
Yeah.
These were all originally Kristen's demons, right?
Kristen's demons. Well, George definitely.
George was definitely hers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tika was hers.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, in the meantime, so her egg lawyer is back. They did a DNA test on Valerie. I didn't know that was part of the process of
They could do it because the egg was implanted.
Oh, okay.
And so it was probably asked to be done just to make sure it was Kristen's egg.
Okay. Well, so it wasn't. Actually.
It was not.
They have now since found out. This lawyer, they're leading her around by the nose.
Yeah, they are.
She's found out that Kristen's egg was actually sold. No names.
No names, but she has an address.
She has an address. It's a business address. So Kristen looks it up, and she's doing all that. And then that's when Lynn chooses, after Kristen's gotten this news, Lynn chooses to drop the nun bomb on her.
Yeah, she tells her why Kristen's looking up the address. She's like, Mom, I want to talk to Sister Andrea some more about being a nun.
And Kristen's like, no, you will Absolutely the fuck
not.
You can get your nose pierced. You can do whatever. Pink hair, I do not care. But
no. Now lock the door behind me as Kristen walks out.
Yeah. David's on his night run. We haven't seen him on a night run in a minute.
Yeah.
Sexy Kristen is offering him water. And so he starts praying to Saint Monica to save him.
Hi.
Back at the church. So back at the church, Ignatius is doing a vigil at the spot where Matt died.
Yeah.
And he remembers about how Matt had asked him what he had seen when he died. And he believes that we are reunited with our loved ones because I believe that God is good. That's what David thinks.
Yeah.
And Ignatius is like, I don't know.
He's like, I didn't see anything.
It's rough, man. But
yeah.
Ignatius, his theory or his position was from the beginning, he's like, I'm going to cry. I cried this morning, now I'm going to get through my day and work, and then I'll cry tonight.
Yeah.
Got to keep going, So anyway, Kristen goes to David's. This is so funny.
She is in David's room when he comes back from running.
But it's really Kristen. Like, we know right away it's
Yes.
the actual Kristen.
Yeah.
And he's like getting snippy, and she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because he tells her, leave me alone.
She's like, oh, okay. And then he like touches her cheek, and she's like, okay, I should probably just go.
And he's like, no, sorry, I have something in my eye, I can't see well.
He's like, I thought you were somebody else. And she's like,
who?
what? This is getting worse. Basically, she's like, I miss talking to you. And it's, yeah, because they always had good conversations. They could bounce all these ideas together. And she reveals, like, when I got this news about Andy and the avalanche, I promised God some things that I cannot do.
I don't want to do these things.
I do not want the girls. She's like, I don't want the girls to go to church every Sunday. I don't like religious people, except for you, obviously. You're a big exception to that rule.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I mean, anybody who's ever had a really bad hangover and you say, take the pain away, I will never drink like that again.
Yeah.
That night, you're like, But he tells her this story. I mean, this is a very good little story here about a man who's in a parking lot looking for a parking space. He can't find it. He's running late. It's a very important appointment. And can't find it, and time is taken away. And he prays. He's like, God, I'll do anything you want. Just give me this parking space. And just as he says that, a parking space opens up, and he's like, oh, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So David's like, do what you're going to do, but at least acknowledge what has happened.
Yes.
That's the trick. And the next, she leaves. So actual Kristen leaves, and then sexy Kristen is there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because David has put up his mosquito net.
Yeah, and he's sleeping under it, and she's so mad. She's just got her arms crossed. She's just sitting there watching him sleep. She is so mad.
She is scowling, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Kristen. Or Andy. Okay, so Andy next day. Or I can't tell if it's the next day, but Andy.
I think it's the next day.
I think it's the next day. Andy goes to the bathroom at home, and there's the weird noises in the plumbing. We're gonna have, this house is just fucked now. You just have to get a new house.
Yeah.
So Christy goes to the address that her lawyer gave her. It's, lo and behold, it's DF.
Yes.
Not only is it DF, but this is where Cheryl works, which we did not know it was DF.
No, we did not.
This is where Cheryl works.
And then it flashes back to Andy.
Flashes back. There's a lot of back and forth here. So
yeah, he's searching for these sounds.
Yeah, he's searching for the sounds. David is praying. Back with Cheryl and Kristen. Cheryl's like, "Oh, honey, thanks for coming to see me at work." She's like, "Come here. I'm just gonna put you in like this conference room because one of her assistants comes up like, Cheryl, come on, the cake's here." And Kristen's like, what's going on? As Andy's walking around the house, he walks into the extension. All the demons are there. It's this wild-ass nativity scene.
Yep.
Complete with this bat demon like the angel.
Yep.
And Kurt, where the fuck did Kurt come from?
Yeah, he ends up there too.
Kurt's there.
And then you see David praying again, and the vagina opens.
The vagina opens.
She was so happy when the vagina opened again. She's like, the vagina opens. And it does. It opens up to a saint.
A saint. He's like, woe to Babylon. I'm like, okay. Babylon. It means woe, Babylon. Yes, woe to you. It's been a long time since I've read the book of Revelation, but this show makes me want to read it again. Kristen, we're back with Kristen at the office. She's like, this is all insanity.
Yes.
I'm figuring out what's going on. This is where Leland makes his announcement. So is this Molly Brown? I think this is Molly Brown who is pregnant with the baby.
Yes.
This is Kristen's egg, but the sperm is Leland's.
Yeah, and Leland shows up.
He's going to be a daddy.
Kristen is shocked, and he's like,
What?
I can't wait. We're about to have a baby. She is like 8 months along.
Oh, yeah, she's about ready to pop.
Yeah. Yeah, and Leland's just looking at Kristen, and Kristen's just like, the fuck just happened? This ending was terrific. I loved this episode. I love this ending. I love the way they shot it with like going to Andy and then going to David and then going to Kristen and then going back to Andy, him seeing all the demons and then David seeing the vagina open to the saint, and then Kristen finding out that her egg's been fertilized by Leland.
Like I said, like the vibes at the end of the second season, I couldn't put my finger. I mean, like it reminded me of that Richard Matheson story, and it was just like this. we have these original ideas or these conceptions of hell where it's like just fire and brimstone and like
Yes.
but they have this different, Richard Matheson and other people, they've had this different vision of hell where it's like hell, more of like a hell as other people, like,
Yeah.
and that's the vibe of last season's finale, where it felt like when they walked into that apartment, everybody looked completely normal, but you felt the sinister vibes there.
Yes.
Everything about it, the colors and everything was very sinister.
Yes.
Even if it's kind of like in that darkly humorous way, it was still there. This is doing the same thing, but I'm getting like the Rosemary's Baby vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's happy about it except for the mother.
Yeah.
Usually. Well, I mean, even in Rosemary's Baby, she kind of snaps, is why she's, at the end of Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
I guess this is it. But Kristen's like not going down like that. She's
Nope.
like, no. I did not fucking consent to this bullshit.
No.
This is a lawsuit. I mean, like, you're going to make some money, girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Great final episode.
It was a great final episode. It really was.
Yeah.
Anxious to see what season 4, what kind of a ride it takes us on.
It takes us on a very strange ride.
Yes, it does.
I have a lot more ambivalence about season 4 than I have about the other seasons.
Yes.
I know why it's the way it is. It feels so bad to me. I will always say, like, season 4 is a fine season of television. It deserved a better ending. It should have gotten more.
Yes.
But it didn't. And we'll talk about what we did get when we come back next month. We'll be talking about season 4.
Yes.
Have a couple of weeks off, and then we'll be talking about that. Do you have anything else to say about this episode in particular, though?
No. No, I
Yeah.
don't.
It does feel inevitable, the couple episodes back when that building collapsed and the woman that was the agent of Leland was like, do you wonder why everybody's so mean now? And it's because your side is losing. And you get that feeling here in this final episode.
Yeah,
like,
you do.
the good guys are losing.
Yeah.
Big time,
Yep.
And that's what we go into next season with, the vibe of like they're actually gonna lose.
Yeah. Yeah. We're losing.
We're losing. Anyway, do you have nothing else about this one?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Well, then until next month when we start in on season 4, the final season. You can check out our other podcast, Deconstructing the Dark Passenger, the podcast about all things Dexter.
Yes.
And our movie podcast, Outside Food and Drink. There's plenty of back catalog, and we're dropping, especially on Outside Food and Drink. Dexter, we take breaks between the seasons, but Outside Food and Drink, we're mostly every week. We skipped a little in July because of the summertime things, but basically it's a movie a week. Going back for a year, so there's plenty to listen to.
Yes.
If you want to follow us on socials, drop us a line. Tell us what you think about any of this stuff. Somebody back me up on this vagina thing. But I would like to hear theories about why they made that choice. That's a very obvious. It feels like a heavy hammer. I wonder why they did it. It's funny, but I just wonder. Anyway. Until then, until next month when we will talk about season 4.
Later.
Later.